On August 15th, Alaska will become the stage for one of the most important meetings of the decade, a face-to-face between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. But while the cameras are fixed on Anchorage, two other flashpoints are quietly catching fire in the Pacific and the Middle East. If they all explode at once, the United States could face the nightmare every general fears: multiple wars on multiple fronts at the same time. The summit will take place at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson, secure, isolated, and just 600 miles from Russia's Far East. Moscow's proposal? Recognition of its control over Crimea and 4 Ukrainian regions it seized in 2022, in exchange for halting further advances. Kyiv's response? Absolutely not. President Volodymyr Zelensky warns any land for peace deal would invite future aggression. For NATO, this isn't just about Ukraine. It's about Article 5, the alliance's promise that an attack on one is an attack on all. While talks unfold, China is tightening its grip around Taiwan. This week, Beijing's Navy rehearsed blockades and amphibious landings, not just drills but practice runs for an invasion. Taiwan makes over 60% of the world's semiconductors and more than 90% of the most advanced chips used in smartphones, missiles, and fighter jets. Losing that supply would cripple industries worldwide. The U.S. maintains strategic ambiguity, arming Taiwan without promising to fight, but one miscalculation in the Taiwan Strait could force a decision overnight. In the Middle East, Israel's airstrikes on Gaza are intensifying. The target? Hamas tunnels and weapons depots. Hamas has hinted at temporary ceasefires, but history shows how fragile these deals are. Iran is watching closely and warning that further Israeli operations could trigger Hezbollah. If that northern front opens from Lebanon, Israel could be facing a two-front war of its own, one that might drag Washington back into the region even as it tries to focus elsewhere. The problem is timing. If Alaska's talks collapse, Russia could launch a new offensive. If Taiwan's crisis escalates, U.S. carriers and bombers may be pulled from Europe or the Middle East. If Gaza ignites a regional war, U.S. troops and naval groups would need to respond immediately. America's military is powerful, but carriers can't be in two oceans at once, and weapons stockpile. August 15th isn't just about peace talks with Russia. It's a test of whether the United States can balance 3 dangerous crises in Europe, the Pacific, and the Middle East without losing its strategic footing. Compromise risks rewarding aggression. Holding firm risks fighting on multiple fronts. So the question isn't just what happens in Alaska. It's whether America can keep the world from tipping into chaos. Because in this kind of environment, one headline can change everything overnight.